What up, though? It's your favorite hip hop geographer slash hip hop librarian, DJ Smithsonian, and we're here for some special content. We here at the library are taking a mid season break, if you will, as we and my boy Bosco get some more episodes together. We are bringing out some content to help support our partners, our sponsors that Praise the Phrase, because the ATP crew, Mario and 20, as well as the rest of the ATP partners, are putting on a very special event in the next couple of weeks in the Bay. So we're going to just divert some energy to continue to support ATP as they've been supporting us. So right now, what I'm going to do, if you haven't listened to it yet, I talked about it a few weeks ago, but we are in full swing with the Appraise the Playlist Spotify playlist. That's right. So I'm a DJ, as you can tell. I've got records all over the place. I've got little turntables and things here. This is not my first rodeo. What I have been doing is that with every episode that Mario and 20 puts out, I give you 3 songs that have lyrics that match the phrase that they're appraising, and I drop them in Spotify. So the Spotify playlist has almost all of the season 3 episodes, and I'm also working on another playlist that covers all the phrases from seasons 1 and 2. So please, if you have Spotify, check out the Appraise the Playlist, click subscribe, and get your notifications turned on, so that way whenever I'm adding new songs, you automatically hear about it. So today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down 3 songs that I chose based on one of the episodes that we got from Mario and 20. And I'm talking about the episode about karma. What goes around comes around. And all 3 of these songs that I picked deal with karma in their own special way. First one of my favorites, is Karma by Alicia Keys. Of course, and actually all of them have either karma or what goes around somewhere in the name. And Karma was the 4th single on her debut album, The Diary of Alicia Keys, that dropped back in 2003. If you know the lyrics, you know that it was about a love who wanted to break up and now changed their mind. Dude said, look, I'm out of here, I'm gone, and keep everything, and then turned back around and said, oh no, baby, please, I want you back, I need you back. And Alicia Keys was not having it. The song is dope. It's got her on the piano. They bring in some orchestral elements to it. The beat is fire. And the video was amazing as well, because we've got her performing. You see like a juxtaposition of her performing in the New York subway with street dancers, break dancers, and, cats just drumming on the big paint gallons, as well as then she goes to the Dominican Republic, and then she's playing the piano in the middle of this historic looking amphitheater at this resort. And what goes around comes around, what goes up must come down is repeated often and often along the hook on Alicia Keys' part. Second song that I got for you may have been one of the inspirations for the first. So on 1975's Thank You Baby album, the Stylistics, one of my favorite old school soul bands, had a song called What Goes Around Comes Around. And it was a similar situation, and these guys are singing about a lady who they love, and she eventually went away. She left, and then in their song they're saying, well, eventually you want to come back. What goes around comes around, and someday you'll be coming back to me, but you'll see, baby, I won't be around. So they're saying that even though she hasn't come back yet, she will, but when she does, they won't be there. And I also got to salute the sample on this one. So What Goes Around Comes Around was sampled in a song by Q Drew featuring Tragedy Gaddafi called You Bless Me. And the hook was a different kind of karma, was where it talked a little bit about mutual support. You bless me and I'll bless you. And Q Drew and Tragedy go back and forth with some killer bars, great 16s. It's one of them dope hip hop tracks that you really don't hear anymore, and I'm a fan of that golden age. That's my age. No disrespect to the new school, but I like what I like. And our third is one of what I would call one of our God tier MCs. Arguably top five of all time, no matter who you are, where you're from, or what era you're in. Talking about none other than Nas. And on the 2001 Stillmatic album, he dropped a song called Guess What? What Goes Around. And this is a very powerful song, and he references poison a lot. And poison is kind of the systemic, in his words, it's the systemic cycle of poverty manifested through drugs, poor education, poor health care, violence, all the things that we see in the hood. And the song is kind of a hope that the perpetuators of this, the people who are responsible for these systemic evils, eventually come around to see karma, similar to what we see in regular neighborhood stories. So, he talks about the guy who's very free with his sex life and is priding himself on spreading a certain STD and ends up dying of another. And then he also talks about deadbeat dads who eventually grow old and have nobody to care for them since they neglected their kids. And he wants the people who are the masters of the puppet masters to feel this same wrath. And of course, in the bridge, you hear what goes around comes around, chanted often and often and often. So, those are my three songs. All of them have what goes around comes around in the lyrics. You can find them all on the Spotify playlist of Praise the Playlist Season 3. Please check it out. Give it a listen. Let us know. Let me know through it either in the comments or shoot me a message or something on Spotify if you can do that, and say, hey, this is my other favorite song that talks about karma. Let me know what your favorite song is that's talking about what's going around, coming around, and maybe I'll spin that one around next time we do the playlist. It's Smithsonian again from the library. Peace.